and calm the F down. Hey there, welcome back. On today's episode of Calm the F Down, I have something a little bit different for you today. So over the weekend, I went to my local comic book store, Third Eye, and it's a pretty cool place, Third Eye Comics, and got some stuff, but I just so happened to walk by an aisle that took me down memory lane, and I decided to buy a couple packs, but I saved one to open for you all. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game pack. I used to collect these when I was a kid, and into my teenage and I guess like 20s or so, for a little bit there. I haven't bought a pack in years and years, but this just kind of took me down memory lane to see it, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, I should open this up for my viewers. So we're going to start with just listening to the sounds of the pack, and I always loved the way that these look, and I always love the art on these packs. They're so well done, and of course the sounds are amazing. So I'm going to be just reading off their names and what they do and things like that. So just sit back, relax, and we'll get to it. Alright, I'm gonna open this one up. Alright, so now we have the 9 cards right here. So here are our cards, and we're going to start with the one on top. So this is, and the pack was called Photon Hypernova. Photon Hypernova. There we go. So this card is called Galaxy 100, and it is a spell card. It is continuous, which means it stays on the field after you play it for an extended period of time. And it says, on its description down here, it says, when this card is activated, you send one Photon or Galaxy card from your deck to the graveyard. If Galaxy Eye's Photon Dragon is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can look at your opponent's extra deck. Then you can apply one of these effects. Banish one monster from it, or special summon one number monster from it to your field. You can only use this effect of Galaxy 100 once per turn. You can only activate one Galaxy 100 per turn. So, that's Galaxy 100. Very cool looking card. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Well, give you some sounds. Cool. Let's go to the next one. This is a fiend synchro monster, just called Chaos Beast. It looks pretty wild. Got like some shadowy demon things coming off of him. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. So he is a level 6 synchro monster. It needs 1 light tuner plus 1 non-tuner dark monster. If any cards have been banished this turn, this card gains 1,000 attack. You can only use each of the following effects of Chaos Beast once per turn. You can target one of your banished light or dark monsters, add it to your hand during your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand and or your graveyard, except this card. Special summon this card from your graveyard. So this is Chaos Beast. He is a dark monster. He's a level 6, and he has, hit the mic, whoops, 2,000 attack and 1,800 defense. Chaos Beast. Chaos Beast. Moving on to the next one. Ooh, this looks like a fun card. This is a Link monster. It is called Dinah Mondo. Dinah Mondo. Very cool looking card. I love the art on these cards. So cool looking. So this is a Link monster. It needs 2 monsters, including a ritual monster. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card on the field and 1 ritual monster in your graveyard. Shuffle both into the deck during your opponent's turn. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's a separate part. That's my reading comprehension just acting up. During your opponent's turn, you contribute this card, then target 1 ritual monster in your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. You can only use the effect of Dinah Mondo once per turn. So this card has an attack of 2,200 and a link value of 2. So, very cool. Dinah Mondo. Dinah Mondo. Very cool looking card. Moving on to the next one. Interesting name on this one here. This is Bysteel Baldrake. Bysteel Baldrake. Okay. He's a effect monster. Level 6. He's dark. And he's a dragon. You can target 1 light or 1 dark monster in either graveyard. Banish it. And if you do, special summon this card from your hand. This is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. If your opponent special summons a ritual, fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link monster, except during the damage step, you contribute 1 other light or dark monster, then target 1 of those special summon monsters, banish it. You can only use each effect of Bysteel Baldrake once per turn. He has 2,500 attack and 2,000 defense. Bysteel Baldrake. Good name. I do love the art though. He still looks very cool. And whoever they have for doing, to do these character designs and this card art is just really good. Really, really good. So this is a very pretty card. It's holographic. Mind you, all of these were first edition, so that's really cool too. This is called Gold Pride, The Crowd Goes Wild. It's a spell card, and there is like a audience of people looking at I think a race. I can't really tell. It's kind of hard to tell with all the holographic stuff on it. Yeah, it looks like a race between like robotic Pegasus, I think, or horses. Not sure, but yeah. So it's a spell card. And it's reveal 1 Gold Pride monster in your hand. Add 1 Gold Pride monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. Then you can apply the following effect. Special summon 1 Gold Pride monster from your hand, but lose life points equal to its original attack. If you can only activate one Gold Pride, the crowd goes wild per turn. Very pretty card. I actually really like this card a lot. That's very cool looking. And first edition holographic. I don't have any other Gold Pride cards though, so I don't think I'll be able to use it, but it certainly will be put into my binder. Very cool. Next one. This one. Whew, this one has a lot on it. So, this one is a very fun looking one. This is a pendulum monster. So this is going to be Abyss Actor, Liberty Dramatist. Abyss Actor, Liberty Dramatist. And it's like a devil lady with a very nice dress on. So this is a level 4 pendulum monster. So its normal effect is when a monster declares an attack, you can discard one card, special summon this card to your opponent's field. You can only use the effect of Abyss Actor, Liberty Dramatist once per turn. It has a level 8 link pendulum rating, and it is a fiend monster. If this card, and this is the pendulum effect for it, if this card is special summoned from the pendulum zone, the owner of this card reveals 3 Abyss script spells from their deck. Their opponent randomly picks one for this card's owner to set on their field, but the owner destroys it during the end phase. Also, shuffle the rest into the deck. If this card is destroyed, you can shuffle 1 Abyss script spell from your graveyard to your deck. You can only use each effect of Abyss Actor, Liberty Dramatist once per turn. Once again, she has 1500 attack and 1500 defense, and that is her. Liberty Dramatist. Very, very pretty looking card. I like this one a lot too. A lot of these cards have been very cool looking, at least. Like, I got a couple other packs while I was there, and they didn't have nearly as interesting of cards in them. Happy that this one has some really cool looking ones. So this one, those aren't words, but we're gonna try to say them anyways. So this is Laments Pearlesia. Laments Pearlesia. Another very pretty card. You got this girl brooding in the front, looking all epic, looking away, and then these two in the back playing in the water. So, very nice card. This is a field spell card, which means it changes the whole entire playing field for a certain type of monster when it's played. So this effect is fusion monster and tier laments monsters you control gain 500 attack. If an Aqua Tier Laments monster is sent to your graveyard by card effect, you can send 1 level 4 or lower Aqua monster from your deck to the graveyard. But if you sent a non-Tier Laments monster to the graveyard for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same name as that sent card. You can only use the effect of Tier Laments Pearlesia once per turn. Once again, Tier Laments Pearlesia. Tier Laments Pearlesia. Very, very pretty card. I wish I could draw like that. All right. Moving on, we've got 2 more cards to go. So this one is called Scareclaw Defanging. Scareclaw Defanging. This is a continuous spell card. Let's see. Once again, first edition. I guess the whole pack was first edition. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. Your opponent cannot target Scareclaw Link monsters or Visa Starfrost you control with this card effects. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Your opponent cannot target Starclaw Link monsters or Visa's Starfrost you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with a Scareclaw Link monster or Visa Starfrost you control. You can banish one Scareclaw Link monster from your field or graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls. Destroy it. You can only use this effect of Scareclaw defanging once per turn. So that's a very complicated card, but really cool looking. I like the name, and yeah, the art's really cool. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use it, but we'll see. Alright, and on to the last card of the pack, and I really like this card. This card looks really cool. I like this one a lot. So this is Vala, Sadir of the Gene Raider Bosses. Very cool name. Extremely cool card art. Like, look at those folds. That's awesome. They look amazing. This is a cool looking card. I really like this. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 level card. This is a 9-star card. And it's a fairy type monster, fire type element. And the effect is you can only control one Vala, Sadir of the Gene Raider bosses. You can only use each of the following effects of Vala, Sadir of the Gene Raider bosses, once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one other Gene Raider card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon one Gene Raider monster from your hand or graveyard, except Vala, Sadir of the Gene Raider bosses. She has 2500 attack and 2500 defense. And just, wow, that's a really cool card. If I ever make a Gene Raider deck, she will definitely be in it. And I just love that art. I'm going to have to use that as a reference. So, that was just a little fun. Hopefully you all found some tingles in this, found some relaxation in this. If you did, do all that YouTube stuff for me if you wouldn't mind. I, as always, truly appreciate you for coming by and listening to me ramble about Yu-Gi-Oh! For an extended period of time today. So, thank you so much for your time. I will absolutely talk to you soon. And, yeah, be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I will catch you later in the week.